One of the things I think that's going to happen, I'd like to kind of expand this question out slightly. So Gen AI and AI in general has a bunch of applications that can really help you defend inside the organization. So one area where people can start using that is for their threat hunters. If you're looking at network intrusions, that kind of thing, they can actually use it to help analyze that massive volume of data that's coming in and start picking out better insights than what they would be getting if they were just trying to do everything manually. So that's one area where you can really do things very quickly. Another area where you can use AI is for fraud detection. It's already getting used in that area. Some of the older techniques are very effective at doing that. But Gen AI allows you to take sort of a more global, slower approach, but also look for trends or potential possibilities that might be going wrong inside your organization. And then the other thing you can also use it for is to better understand if you're developing some kind of a reliance on a single source supplier or those kind of things where you can look for vulnerabilities where you could have a single cut that basically knocks your service offline. So that's one aspect of it. There's a second aspect that also financial institutions, I think, are going to have to deal with, which is there's going to be enormous pressure to bring Gen AI into the financial services for customer relationship management and for the customer experience. And that, in some ways, is great. It can improve the customer relationship, it can improve the services, it can reduce cost, which is why there's going to be pressure. But you need to understand what's in your models. So I'm just going to give you one very simple example. We're going to leave the model here nameless for its defense, but I was evaluating a large language model, and what I discovered, I was trying to see if I could break it, and I did, and it got it to spit out a bunch of information about an affair between two employees at Enron. Now, if you guys remember Enron, big institution, went bust in spectacular fashion, complete fraud going on. So how did this affair that was happening in the office end up in this large language model? Well, the answer is all these emails were submitted into a court case in the US. Someone had scraped them, and they've all gone into that model and have been trained on it. You're going to have to deal with the fact that when you start deploying these large language models for that customer relationship, that you need to know where that data came from, was that data clean, what are the implications, how do you secure it, how do you prevent people from what we call jailbreaking is the term we use right now in the industry, where you basically get the model to spit out embarrassing information. All that also needs to be considered because you're going to have this whole new attack surface that just doesn't exist today. But I think it is going to come to the industry and people are going to have to start figuring out how they want to deal with that.
Thank you. And Zygmunt,